Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this presentation of the UPSL Georgia Conference Division 1. It is FC Columbus Elite 2 taking on Atlanta City FC here at Odis Spencer Stadium in Columbus, Georgia. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Larry Weber. I'll bring you through all of the match today. Take a look at the weather for today. 71 degrees, an absolutely perfect day. Wind gusting up to 13 miles an hour. As you can see, the shorts of the referees moving there in the breeze. Here at Odis Spencer Stadium, it'll be interesting to see how it works here in this bowl. But it will be a perfect day for soccer here in Columbus, Georgia, just on the skirts of Alabama border. It will be FC Columbus Elite in the pink and purple kits moving from right to left, and it will be Atlanta City FC in the navy blue kits moving from left to right. This is week 2 of Division 1 play. And we are just about ready to get underway here in Odis Spencer Stadium. This will be the first of a doubleheader for FC Columbus Elite here on ASMG TV. You will have, in the doubleheader, you will have FC Columbus's Premier Division team taking on LSA Norcross Pro. Ready for the whistle, ready to kick that Voight ball. Voight, the official match ball sponsor of the UPSL. And we are underway. Columbus getting us underway here first. A absolutely sensational stadium here in Columbus, Georgia. Odis Spencer Stadium. Minus the American football hash lines, it is just about the best you can get for soccer. You can see that black line, that touch line, easy to distinguish. That play will be redone since the Columbus player was so close to the Atlanta City player. He knew what he was doing there. Two-man wall for Columbus. Into the box, far side, headed. A little bit of a nick from the defender of Columbus, but they're able to release it, get it to Salazar. He's able to work it down the line, taken away by City. That ball will be knocked out. It'll be a throw. It's our first time seeing Atlanta City for some time. They left the UPSL conference here in Georgia a few seasons back. They have returned down here in Division 1. See if they have what it takes to move their way back up to the Premier Division like they were in the past, or if they'll spend some time down here in the Division 1 ranks. That pass cut off. Good control of the ball, but lose it right back away. Great work here from Atlanta City early in this match with the aggressive press. Into the box again. That one just a little too much, and that one will roll out, and it'll be a goal kick for Perez. He'll get the short pass to his center back underway. You can already see how quickly City is putting the pressure on. Step in front of that pass. It'll be knocked out. It'll be a throw. Singleton's throw was immediately cut off, but he'll get to do it again. Perez was able to get out of that. Jose Perez, number 6, but they lose possession once again. And you see that Sase, he's under immense pressure. He's able to get it to Perez. Perez finds a path But closing of the space of City has been very impressive here in these first 4 minutes. The ball has spent almost the entire first 4 minutes in FC Columbus's half. They're just closing the lanes down is Atlanta City. There's a steal of the ball into the box. Trying to slide it across. Great touch there to get that out for the corner, because there was a man headed towards the back post for City that could have put that away to make it 1-0 for the visitors. That'll be the first corner of the match for either team. You can see the corners here on the near side clearly. Unlike what we see at a place like Meadow Creek Stadium. Here comes the outswinger to the back post and beyond. Controlled by Columbus. They're able to clear it, but Atlanta City right back into possession. Great ball forward, and that was a good choice by Perez to come out and grab that ball. Eberl Perez had to come out and grab that ball because that was another chance. Now, first chance for it to go back to the City's keeper, and an easy grab for him. City moving the ball around well. They'll go back to the keeper. Working down that far channel, just not able to control the pass. It'll go out, it'll be a throw for Columbus Elite. Both of these two teams were in action in week 1. In the box, try to control but he's going to be offsides. That ball just kind of found its way into the box out of just a deflection. And lucky for Columbus, as that deflection was underway, the City player was offsides. Works into the midfield, trying to control it. You can see automatically he was closed down by 3 City players. Now Columbus are able to get out of their half. Goes back to the keeper, sent forward. Bouncing through center circle. Be a throw for Atlanta City. Now, can Columbus have anything in this half of Cities? There's a foul that'll be committed by the Columbus man. Back underway here in the 9th minute. Still 0-0 between these two teams. Runs that down, gives it back to the keeper, lets him release it. This Atlanta City team making the approximately 2.5-hour drive. That'll be offsides. Making that about 2.5-hour drive down here to Columbus, Georgia from the Atlanta area. And there are, one of the things when you go into the UPSL system, some of these matches you will travel quite a distance. And here in Georgia, some of the distances are significantly shorter than the average. The average around the UPSL conference, you can see 3 to 4 hours as a common for some of these teams here throughout the national conference. Battle with the ball down in the corner. Columbus will come away with it, deflects off of the city man. It'll be a goal kick. FC Columbus, they played this match as they started their formation as a 4-2-1-3, or 4-2-3-1. Let me spit it out correctly. 4-2-3-1. Free kick for Columbus. Salazar's pass, able to get it down that line, but it'll be knocked away. It'll be a throw for Columbus. 12 minutes in, FC Columbus Elite 0, Atlanta City FC 0. You are watching UPSL Division I conference action right here on ASMG TV. That ball immediately taken away by City. Now they look to counter. Trying to work around the defender, unable to do so. Goes back to the keeper. You can see what Moisen, number 15 for City, was trying to do there. Here's another delectable ball forward, but just too far in front of the City man. Grabbed by Perez. Work around. Press. Get it forward. Here down the near channel. Has space to move forward if he wants to. Holds up. Minjavar. Able to get it back. Controlled in the midfield. Into center circle. Salazar will send a ball forward. He's onside. Keeper comes out and will clear it. In the box. Still in possession of Columbus. Goes down from the challenge. That's a nasty sliding tackle by the Columbus man. He is lucky if he's going to get out of this without a card. Number 18, Minjavar. That was a very, very reckless challenge early in this match. Take a look at this again. You can see as this ball makes its way over to the near side, you can see Minjavar kind of feels like he was fouled there. And as this ball comes out, he dives in with that challenge. Looks like the City man is okay. We'll get back underway. Nice ball forward from City, trying to control it. He's able to, heads it, but right into the arms of the Columbus keeper. Now they look to transition quickly. Nice ball forward, but cut off by the defender. Great work there by the City defender because he was the last man. Diallo was offsides if that ball would have got to him. Number 7 for Columbus, their main man on top. The ball go out, will be a throw. Good ball, Minjavar holding off the challenge. Tried to make the turn, unable to keep it, but still able to get it to a teammate. It's still inside. Diallo not going to be able to get there in time. Castelleo was able to keep that ball in and was able to get that ball forward, but Mo was not able to be there in time before the City keeper was able to clear that out. Now, that ball not able to control the touch of the City man. Go back to the defense. Go forward for Columbus. Nice ball. Now they're starting to feel the movement offsides. Columbus is starting to have positive movement forward against the City defense here as we go through 16 minutes. They struggled those first 5 minutes. The ball stayed in their half the majority of the opening minutes of this match, but they're starting to find the pass forward. That could be a little bit of just the City players starting to let up a little bit just from fatigue, because it takes a lot to press with that much consistency. Tried to give and go. He's able to receive it, but he has to hold. Gives time for Columbus. You can see Columbus, they're starting to get in their positions a little bit better too after those first few minutes. Foul committed there, right almost at half line. Tackle there in center circle. No foul is called. Working around the defensive line as the press begins yet again from City. Nice little move there from number 14. Devon Singleton, but he is not able to control it for Columbus. Quickly thrown in. Relieve the pressure does Columbus. Good ball forward. Castellea, nice ball. I believe Mo is going to be offsides, and he was. I was sure that Mo was at least 2 yards off, but they're just going to let it keep going, does the center official. Here's a ball forward for City in the box, trying to work around the defender. Great tackle, no foul. And cleared. That was a sensational tackle there from the Columbus defender, as City was ready to take a chance on the opening goal. Now working down the far channel. Able to release it. Diallo was not fouled, says the center ref. That ball is still in. He's able to work around the defender. Defender wanting the call. And he's going to force it out. And it will be a corner. Take a look at this ball here just a second ago. You can see as this ball comes forward, and look at this tackle, this last second. He comes from behind. Nice little touch of it just to work out and clear it. Number 5, Jose Ramos. Great work by the center back for FC Columbus. He had to come over from his left center back role to that right side to help clear that ball, as Abel Sase was not able to get it done. That chance. Here comes the in-swinger into the box. Punched away by Perez. Still back in, back up in the air. And cleared. Ramos was able to head that ball high, allow his teammates to clear that ball. But right back into possession is at City. That ball was a little too far in front of the player when he touched it, but they're still able to control it. That pass cut off, right back into possession. Shot on goal, but that one's going to be off the mark, out for goal kick. And you see here on this replay, as Mo receives that ball and he goes down, that's not enough to be considered a foul there. The defender touched it. Remember, one of the big news items in regards to FC Columbus Elite system was the fact that FC Columbus Elite and Fountain City FC, who also played here at Odis Spencer Stadium, they joined forces. And Coach Gage, who ran Fountain City FC, is in charge of the D1 team for FC Columbus Elite after those two teams merged. And you can really see that this team was able to weather the calm of the storm of those first few minutes, and they've been playing very, very well defensively. We'll see if they can continue to do that. And this league here in Division 1 is very, very stout this season. 2 regions, North and the South, 11 teams in the North, 10 teams in the South, 21 teams total. There are a couple teams like FC Columbus Elite that have a second team down here in Division 1, but there are 17 unique teams here out of those 21. So the majority of Division 1 are teams that are under consideration to be promoted. They qualify for promotion to the Premier Division if they win a promotion throughout either winning of the league itself or if they win in the playoffs. Because the UPSL does not allow 2 teams from the same organization to compete in the Premier Division. They like it to be individual teams. That's why you see teams that have broken off from one another, like LSA, Mustangs, and Norcross, who you'll see Norcross here in a little bit, or Kalanji Pro Profile and Soccer Saves Lives, or Potros FC and Red Top SC. Teams that had enough of a roster and enough of an organization to field 2 teams, but under the rules, not allowed to have 2 teams. That ball in and grabbed by the keeper. Lays that off to Sase. He'll send it forward into space. It's a good ball forward. Working down that far channel, but not ready to make that attack. City with a ball forward, but it's going to be cut off by Ramos. Through center circle. That is a nice ball forward, but it's just too far in front of Destile to allow any opportunity of an attack. Halfway through the first half, still 0-0 between Columbus Elite 2 and Atlanta City FC. Battle of positions there. City man comes away with it. Lose possession. Immediately on the attack. Wanted that pass forward. Not going to be able to get it right, but still in possession is Columbus Elite. Tried to work around. The man goes down. Is not going to earn the foul. I saw the whistle in the mouth of the center ref. I thought he was going to call it for Singleton, but he did not. But it will be a throw for Columbus Elite. Ball forward, controlled. Knocked out. Another throw for Columbus. To the chagrin of the City man. Tried to touch that one. It'll go out, and it'll be a City throw. Now it's Columbus's trial to battle for the ball, and that's the second time that Minjavar has dealt with a little bit of a winged contact from the City player, where the City player is swinging arms high in the air, and they're dealing with, and it's just going to be a drop ball. That's an interesting decision there by the center ref. But that's the second time, and we'll watch it on the replay here in a moment, where Minjavar has been battling with the City player, and the City player, trying to free himself, has made contact with Minjavar's face. Now, Mo not able to get there in time. That was a good opportunity for FC Columbus Elite. Got the ball to Diallo, but not able to do anything with it. So take a look at this really quick. You can see this is the second time that this has happened, and this is something that the ref will have to keep an eye on. You can see as this ball gets to the City man, Minjavar battling with him here, and you see right there, just he's trying to clear space to be able to have freedom to move, and he inadvertently hits Minjavar in the face. And that's something that needs to be kept an eye on to make sure that a foul is not truly committed, and especially if it's something that's done with an aggressive nature, could find a red card for a player, and you don't want to see that. Ramos able to get out of the jam, releases finally to Perez. He'll go over to Sase. Controlled, gives back to Sase. but a little too slow from Sase to control it. And Atlanta City, they counter. Perez coming way out of his box, gets help. That almost could have been a bad result for Columbus Elite with Perez coming that far out of his box. That ball released. Player down for Columbus Elite. Let's go back and look at that opportunity for Atlanta City just a second ago. You see, the win it off of Sase. Ball comes forward. Perez coming way out of his box to go one-on-one with the player. Slows him down enough to allow Ramos to get a touch on it, and Perez comes back and controls it. Trainer coming out to attend to the player down. Feeling discomfort. Testila. Ciao to our friend Andrea in the chat. You always got to watch that. You know, YouTube doesn't always send out notifications. But we are here live, ASMG TV, here in Columbus, Georgia, 0-0 between FC Columbus Elite and Atlanta City FC. The beginning of a doubleheader here in Columbus, Georgia. 6 o'clock, you will see in the Premier Division, FC Columbus Elite taking on LSA Norcross Pro. Like I said at the beginning of this broadcast, City coming to this match after week 1 with a 1-1 draw over AFA Academy. FC Columbus Elite, they went up to LSA Norcross, took on LSA Norcross Pro 2 at Meadow Creek Stadium, and they walked away with a 3-0 victory back here to Columbus, Georgia. This is just the beginning of the season down here in the UPSL Division 1 Georgia South region. That ball knocked out. It'll be a throw. Right now, the leaders of the South region in the Division I Conference after week 1 is Lake Country United FC. You saw that match here on ASMG TV. Great win for Lake Country against Middle Georgia United. Lake Country is putting up a lot of goals through preseason and now in the regular season. They have eyes on the Premier Division already. Columbus Night Eagles FC, they had a victory in week 1 as they defeated Calera FC 3-2. Working down the near channel, he's able to control the ball. He gets it into space, runs onto it, has it right at the edge of the box, sliding it across, not able to get there in time, cleared. Had numbers in the box, but he was not able to get it to his teammate. Good ball forward. That one not touched enough. Ramos is going to be able to run that ball down. Surprise. I almost thought that that was going to be called offsides. Columbus, now this game is starting to open up between both teams. Foul will be committed by Atlanta City. Castilla is still on the ground over there right there in front of the bench. Did not see if he was substituted. Remember, here in the UPSL, both teams can sub up to 7 players throughout the match. As always, once you are out, you are out. Perez gets us back underway. Salazar trying to work that far line, not able to do so. Out for the throw. Ball forward. Diallo's able to get a touch on it, but he's not able to control it, and the keeper is going to get there in time. But they are going to say a foul committed by Diallo. Allow, or is he just going to pause it so the keeper could put his shin guard back in? That would be an interesting decision. Say wins the ball over on the far side. That ball go out. It'll be a goal kick. So far, no corners for Columbus Elite. 2 corners for Atlanta City. Number 9 is who came on for Castillo, who was injured. Number 9 is Fabian Vicente. Hopefully I said that right. Andrea, you can tell me in the chat. My Italian is not up to par. You'd have to have Massimo, our Italian commentary. Over to the far channel. It gets past the defender here. Slide it across to Diallo. Diallo makes the pass to Perez. Perez looking for somewhere. He's absolutely closed down. Diallo gets it back. That shot let go with a whimper. And it will be a goal kick. Now, City begin the process of moving out of their area. Slide it across centrally. Look for a long ball down the near channel, but going to be easily controlled by Perez in goal for Columbus. He'll throw it out. Singleton trying to work his way. Sends a ball forward. Nobody there. It'll roll easily back to the keeper for City. Finishing up 38 minutes here in Columbus, Georgia at Odis Spencer Stadium. It is FC Columbus Elite 2-0. And yes, FC Columbus Elite 2, the name, 0. Atlanta City FC, 0. It's always difficult when you trying to relay the score and you have a second team here in the States. We don't always use the U20s, U23s like you would in Europe. Was not able to control that completely. Able to get it to Sisse though, and over to Ramos. Ramos has had a really, really good first half performance. He has been the catalyst for many clearances for Columbus. There's a ball forward. Diallo's not going to be able to get there. Columbus Elite are just knocking on the door to get a breakaway for Diallo. I think if Diallo has an opportunity, he can put one in the back of the net for Columbus Elite. Now, that ball with a little bit of deflection is going to find its way to Perez. I would say that opportunity for Atlanta City, they kind of wasted it there because not able to get it over the defender. Minjavar is trying to keep control of that ball. There will be a foul committed on the City player. Came over the top of Singleton. Keeper getting a little assistance on his boots from a teammate. Let's get underway here in the 41st minute. This ball's about 41 yards out. Expect Ramos to put this up in the air, give an opportunity for something out of this. Here we go. Headed away. It's going to be in control by Sase. He'll take a shot forward, and that ball will roll out for a goal kick. Little conversation with center official there, but it'll be throw in nonetheless. Back underway. Ramos over to Sase. Good ball over to the far, but offsides. Just a tick slow. Just a tick slow. Player goes down, foul committed. Battling there on the far side. In the air, it goes out. And we have our first corner of the match for FC Columbus Elite here in the 44th minute. Going to be an outswinger for Columbus. In the box, headed, but over the bar, out for a goal kick. Atlanta City will hit the brakes, pass back to the keeper. Through 45 minutes of regular time, we'll see how much extra time we'll get before we move on to halftime. Did not see a notification from the fourth official or center official of extended time. Down the far channel, center, the defender for Atlanta City just basically fell on the floor. It'll be a throw, says the center official. The player just kind of lost his control and fell on the floor. But he's saying it's a throw, not a foul, not a handball or anything like that. Two minutes of stoppage time is what we received. 2 minutes of stoppage time. We're already through 1 minute of that stoppage. 1 more minute to go. AR in the center having a conversation. In regards to what happened there, as the AR was right in front of when the City player went down. Was it a handball? Was it just knocked out? You see center relaying the information that they were told. And instead of a handball, or instead of a throw, like center official said, we're going to have just a foul committed by Columbus. So that played absolutely 100 degrees the other way. Halftime will allow not only these players to work out everything and allow this referee crew to be in communication, and they're just going to do a drop ball. Okay. Interesting to say the least. Nonetheless, we're underway. We're almost done through 45 in this first half. And indeed, there it is. We go through the first 45 minutes with the score. FC Columbus Elite 2-0. Atlanta City FC 0. We'll go into halftime and let you watch a few of the replays from the first half, allow you to get a drink and a snack. Come back. We'll give you 45 more minutes of action here at Odis Spencer Stadium. We ended the half. FC Columbus Elite 0. Atlanta City FC 0.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans. So they will never miss any of the action.
Pavlovsky's able to just get enough of a touch on it to release it to Davies. Davies will send it forward. Usman Fall gets it over to the far side. Awanja Bedard deflected, and it's in! What a deflected goal for Kalanchi Pro Profile to take the lead. Awanja Bedard with the goal.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
And there it is, your 2025 UPSL Women's National Champions. It is the Albany Alley Cats.
So what are you waiting for the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Pavlovsky's able to just get enough of a touch on it to release it to Davies. Davies will send it forward. Usmanfall gets it over to the far side. Awanja Bedard deflected, and it's in! What a deflected goal for Kalanchi Pro Profile to take the lead. Awanja Bedard with the goal.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
And there it is, your 2025 UPSL Women's National Champions. It is the Albany Alley Cats.
So what are you waiting for the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Welcome back here to Odis Spencer Stadium in Columbus, Georgia for this UPSL Georgia Conference Division 1 action. It is FC Columbus Elite 2-0, Atlanta City FC 0. We were bringing you all of the excitement in today's matchup. Thank you for watching here on ASMG TV. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to get all of our content, not just these live matches, but interviews, content, so very much more, highlights. We have it all right here on ASMG TV. About to get underway. It'll be Atlanta City FC that are going to get us underway in the second half there in the navy blue kits, moving from right to left. FC Columbus Elite 2 in the pink and purple kits, moving from left to right. Center official ready to blow the whistle. Atlanta City man standing over the Voight ball. Voight, the official match ball sponsor of the UPSL. Underway here at Odis Spencer Stadium for 45 more minutes of action. We did have that one substitution in the first half. Number 17, Jaden Castilla, having to come off, replaced by number 9, Vicente. Atlanta City working the far side, able to get around the defender in the box. Shot taken, deflected, still in play. And the player goes down. Is that a penalty? They are going to call a penalty on Ramos for that challenge in the box. I believe it was Ramos who did that, or was that Sisse? That ball spent way too much time in the box for FC Columbus Elite 2 and allowed this opportunity for the penalty to be called. Look at this again. Gets into the box, gets past the first one. You see the battle cleared out, battling around. It is Sisse that's right there, and Sisse taking a whack at it, and the player goes down. The penalty is called. So it is called on number 4, Abel Sisse, who commits the foul. And it'll be a penalty attempt for Atlanta City. We started a poll at the beginning, well, before in halftime, who was going to be the one to score first. Right now, FC Columbus Elite, they have an opportunity. So it will be number 45, Kasongo, who will step up to take this attempt. Perez in goal. You can see from Perez standing in goal, not the height that you would normally see in a keeper. Generally speaking, you would want a keeper 6'4", 6'5", at least. Quickly take it, Kasongo off the post! Believe offsides was called. Kasongo was called offsides on that second attempt, I think. I got to look at that again because some of the calls have been a little interesting, to say the least, here in this first of our doubleheader. Cleared out by the keeper. But the man that's going to be the happiest for FC Columbus Elite is going to be Sisse, as that ball, or that penalty attempt, was all due to a very, very poor challenge. That ball goes out. Let's look at this again. You see Kasongo. He takes one step, hits the post, deflected. Okay, I'm caught up. The call that was made was because the ball that was taken by Kasongo went off the post. He cannot be the first person to touch the ball after that, and it's because Kasongo touched it twice. That is what the call was. It was because Kasongo touched it twice. This will be an in-swinger from Atlanta City. Back, tried the bicycle, did Kasongo, goes right to the keeper. So that is what that was. That was because Kasongo took the penalty attempt, it bounced off the post, and he immediately was the next person to touch it. And the player cannot touch it in two repetitive or two consecutive times when a penalty is taken. That is what that is. Atlanta City, nice ball forward. But Perez will be there. And you have to just say that for that penalty take, Kasongo just tried to be too cute. Didn't take the walk up, just one step back, tries to hit it in the corner. Unfortunately for him, he hits the post. And then instinctively tried to take it again, but commits the penalty. Commits the foul, I should say. Go back to the keeper. Back and forth between the defender before finally going forward on that far channel. That ball will be knocked out. It'll be a throw for City. For those of you that have kept an eye on ASMG social posts on our YouTube channel, you saw the interview. This ball on the edge of the box. It'll be knocked out, and it'll be a throw for FC Columbus Elite. But you saw the interview last night between Andre Bomar and Jason Longshore to discuss our newest collaboration and partnership with Soccer Down Here. ASMG and Soccer Down Here are going to work together to bring you more content throughout the UPSL and other content that ASMG creates. They will help with collaborations, including not only personnel, but content creation and information and all that good stuff. So don't forget to check out Soccer Down Here over there on their own YouTube channel. You can find them, Soccer Down Here Network, as well as you'll hear their commentary. You've heard them for many years here on ASMG TV, including Jason Longshore, Jess Charman, as well as Madison Cruz, and so many more. Massimo, part of the SDH network. But it will increase so much more here in the lower leagues of soccer. Don't forget to go check out, after this match, before the next match, listen to that interview between Andre and Jason on how much this is going to mean here for the lower leagues in providing more exposure. in the 56th minute is still 0-0 between FC Columbus Elite and Atlanta City FC. And so far in this match, we are 56 minutes in this match, and FC Columbus Elite hasn't really had a shot on goal yet. Substitutions coming on for Atlanta City and for FC Columbus Elite. 2 for Atlanta City, 1 for FC Columbus Elite. I do not have any documentation on any substitute information for Atlanta City. We'll see who came on for FC Columbus Elite. This will be their second corner of the match. It'll be an outswinger. Headed out. Sasay trying to make up for that penalty. It was Brian Feliciano who came on, number 21. Ball in the far channel to the corner. Knocked out, corner. So, FC Columbus Elite, yes, corner. Both teams confused about the call that was made. Here comes the in-swinger again. Short. Tried a whack at it, not able to get that ball forward with Salazar. Switch of play. Headed back forward. In possession. And Perez is able to release that ball. Now in an open channel on the far side, all alone. He's at the edge of the box. He's in. Trying to work around. Not able to do so, but it made its way onto a player. They're trying to call a handball. No call is going to be made there. Player for Atlanta City that was on that far side does that instinctual thing that you always do when you're in practice, is once you receive the ball in the box, you keep wanting to go centrally into the middle before you take that shot, and it just allows the defenders to close the space on you, which is exactly what happened. That ball shot put it out of the goal from Atlanta City. Back into the channel. Into the box and beyond. Here on the near side now. Makes the turn. Does moisten. He plays it square across, but cleared by Columbus. And that was even stranger, as all of the Columbus players just were stopped like statues as that ball came forward. Did not even attempt to go after it. Now another attack by Atlanta City. Stop and go there from one of the newly entered players, number 27. A touch from number 16, Edwards, allowed that ball into more of a dangerous space from City. But they get out of it. Shot! And that one off the mark. Out for a goal kick. First real attempt in a while from either side. Back underway in the 61st minute. Still searching for that opening goal here in this contest. And called offsides. Very delayed, but finally called offsides. As Feliciano was probably about 5 yards in front of everybody. More substitutions for Atlanta City. They've had 2 so far, and like I said, at both teams can have up to 7 substitutions per match here in the UPSL. We're still waiting for players to make their way to the sideline. Or are we just going to get back underway? We're just going to get back underway. Into the box. Tried the bicycle. And commits the foul. Just having a conversation with the player, just telling him to be a little bit more cautious with the attempts. Now we will get the substitutions for City. Now a chance, a shot. Up and over, out for another corner. That was the first real attempt on goal for FC Columbus Elite the entire match. 63 minutes of a match. And they finally get a true test of goal. It'll be a corner. The center is asking to hold so he can talk to the AR. Not quite sure what they were looking at. Look at the replay. You see this ball. It's a nice ball forward. Gets past the defender. He takes the shot. And that ball goes out. That's pretty much a simple decision there to be a corner. In swinger high, centrally, headed, and out from Sase. Number 22, Alicio Salazar, had a great path. He took the shot. The keeper parried it high, and then it was knocked out by the defender. I don't see what more needed to be decided there from the center official and the AR, other than confirmation of maybe was it the defender or was it the FC Columbus Elite man who was the final touch as it went out behind goal. And it's Kasongo, the defender, that is getting most of the action on Atlanta City side, as going one-on-one with Salazar these last couple minutes. Atlanta City win possession in the midfield. Trying to work their way into that far channel, able to do so, get to the corner. 2-on-1. Player goes down, and it'll be a foul committed by the City man. Now, substitution coming on for FC Columbus Elite. But we don't get it, and we go right back to play. FC Columbus Elite get away with it. They are moving down the near channel once again. This time it is number 23 who had the opportunity. Alfredo Val Mendez, who was trying to work down that near channel. Foul committed against Atlanta City. It's a good opportunity for City as this ball is going to be about 28, 29 yards out. 29 yards. One of the substitutes for City is standing over the ball. Three-man wall for Columbus. Right off the wall. Over to the far side. Makes its way in and cleared by Sase. Now back towards attack, has to be knocked out, and it'll be a corner for Atlanta City. Both teams right now with 4 corners in this match. Outswinger is set up for City. Into the box, far post. Head bounces through, and it'll just be escorted out for the goal kick. Now we get the substitution. Number 18, Minjavar, is being subbed out. And that player coming in was number 10, Saeed Ruhana, Saeed Ruhana. We've seen him before here in the UPSL. Playing down here in the Columbus area. It's been on a couple different teams. Part of that FC, the Fountain City FC. Now here's a ball over, makes its way through. He's on, he lays it in, and it's in the back of the net. And the opener for FC Columbus Elite 2. And it comes here in the 70th minute. And he was onside. That was really, really close to being offsides. But number 23, Mendez with the goal. Take a look here. He timed that so perfectly, and it was a dime of a ball to get the opening goal. So the pole comes through as FC Columbus Elite get the opening goal here in the 70th minute. Wilfredo Val Mendez with the opening goal. That ball just sent back. Lose possession, Atlanta City. They look to counter, look to get a equalizer quickly. Nice tackle. Working through the far channel, lay it in centrally. Come over here to the near side, cut off. City. Nice tackle on Columbus' side. It holds up, doesn't allow the City man's leaped challenge to cause any conflict. That ball knocked out. It'll be a throw for City. And City just hasn't really had but maybe 1 to 2 chances before that goal, as they really haven't had a lot of shots on goal to even cause any discomfort for this Atlanta City keeper. That time comes so far out of his box, nothing he can do. A complete run on goal from Mendez allows the opening goal. I have to go back and look, because at first I thought he was offsides. Second look at it, it looked like he just was able to time it. We'll look at it a third time and see if it was the case that he was on or off. It's the beauty of lower league soccer. No VAR. That ball able to not be able to stay in. It goes out. It'll be goal kick. Take a look at this one more time. See, as this ball is sent through the channel. Still, to me, it looks like he was onside in the second and the third look. It was Minjavar with the assist. That was a perfect ball. Now, gets past the defender. No foul is called. Sliding across, but it's going to be cut off easily by the City defense. That one deflected off of the Columbus man. Able to get off of the back line. But that pass is just able to get to a teammate. Player goes down, earns the foul. Thought about going, holds up. Finally releases it. Kasongo, he has plenty of space to move forward. Sends a nice ball, but cut off by Sase. Come over here to the near side. Solomon goes down, earns the foul. Loses possession. But Atlanta City will win it right back. Kasongo now. Turn. Thought about releasing it. Nice ball forward. Cleared by Ramos. Again, another attempt. Again, cut down by Ramos. He's had a very, very good match defensively for FC Columbus Elite. That'll be a throw quickly taken by City. And that ball will go back the way of the AR said that it was past the line. Sase is able to get it here to the near side. Down here to Vicente. Vicente under pressure. Releases it to the far side. Nice switch of play. Another substitute ready to go for Columbus Elite. City are on the attack. Sase able to get over there. Clear it. Numbers are able to release City of possession. Tried to give and go. Goes down. Not going to earn a foul. Another player for Elite up, ready to come on. Tried to get around Ramos. Able to do so. Slide across back. Ramos able to dance his way through the pressure of City. And you can see Coach Joao just incensed there by his own players from Atlanta City. No foul is called there. You can hear the gust of wind kick up right there. As we had the forecasted gusts of 13, 14 mile an hour winds. But you'll have more of that wind here up high. Now here's a chance for City. That ball gets behind the player, but he's called off sides. Let's go back one more time. We'll look. I want to look at that goal. We're going to slow it down right where that ball is released. And you can see right there as the ball is being released, Mendez is in onside position. Kasongo, is who kept him on. That is a good goal from FC Columbus Elite. Comes the substitutions for Columbus Elite. It'll be the end of the day for Mendez, our goal scorer. And for, I think it was Singleton. Back underway here in the 80th minute. 10 minutes is all Atlanta City has left if they want to find an equalizer. Play it back to Perez. He'll come over here to Sase. That ball's knocked out. It'll be a throw for City. Edwards was not able to keep control of that ball for Columbus. That'll go back to Sase. He'll go back to Perez. Another ball forward, but that one will make its way to the keeper for City. They lose possession in through center circle. Allow Columbus on another attempt. That ball deflected. Gets back into possession of Columbus. They'll take the shot, and that makes it 2 for the home crowd. FC Columbus Elite extend their lead to 2-0. Goal from number 22, Alicio Salazar. You could see the back line of Atlanta City. Thought there for a second that they had an offsides, but that was deflected off of their own. And all alone in the midfield, he slots it across to the man to put it in the back of the net, Salazar, to make it 2-0. Now, certainly on the cusp of a home opening victory and 2 wins out of 2 for FC Columbus Elite 2. Conversation coming over, I believe the AR on the far side having to have a conversation with Coach Joao or somebody on the sides. Indeed, he's going over to Coach Joao. Coach Joao unhappy about something. We take a look at this again. You see the player put a hand up saying that it was offsides. Again, no offsides seen from this vantage point. Card are going to be issued to Coach Joao. Played over here to the near side for Atlanta City. Slide across. Not going to be able to get that one to a teammate. Going to have to go all the way back in their half to recycle possession. Another substitute for Atlanta City is up and ready to come in. Now want to be played back to the keeper. Rohana was there to put pressure on Goreziger, but not enough. City still using, City likes to use those channels on both the near and the far. Be the 5th corner of the match for City. Outswinger. Jumped was Perez. Foul is called on the City man. Perez jumped up with the City man. Take a look at this again. You see, as this outswinger comes in and he's telling his players to move forward, here comes the outswinger, and you can see right to the back post, jumping with Perez. They both go down. It's number 27 of Atlanta City. Both players are down, but they look like they're going to be able to get up on their own accord. It's one of the trials and tribulations of being a goalkeeper here in soccer. You know that you are going to be a part of some violent collisions between bodies, and you have to be prepared to take a licking. Here comes the substitution for Columbus Elite. End of the day for Jose Perez, number 6. Working that far channel. He's got space. He's all alone. Into the box. Tries to slide it across. Shot taken. A little bit of a deflection off the line. Great job by the defender to keep that from becoming 3-0. Thrown in by FC Columbus Elite. Almost finds immediately. Did that ball even go into field of play? I don't even think it did. It didn't even make its way into the field of play. Now the coach Zamudia of, I think it was Coach Zamudia that the center is having a conversation with. Let's see. Somebody just on the bench there that the center official is not happy with. Just sitting there in street clothes. Challenge there on that far line. The city ball here in the 89th minute. Down 2-0 to FC Columbus Elite 2. Goals scored by number 22, Alicio Salazar, and number 23, Wilfredo Val Mendez. That ball not able to completely control. Was not a great ball back to Perez. He tried his best to control it. That's one of the times where, as a keeper, you want to pull your player aside and say, hey, you need to get that to me a little bit cleaner next time. See here. This ball, it's bouncing around. He tries to head it, and he just doesn't get a good touch of it whatsoever. I believe that was number 18, Giovanni Minjavar, who, it's like, you gotta give me a better take on that. Offsides by Columbus Elite. We're in the final minute of regulation. I'll spit it out. We'll see how much minutes of stoppage time we will receive. City move it through the midfield. Work it down that far channel. Able to not get there in time. Be a throw for Columbus Elite. Foul. 5 minutes of stoppage time is what we have been given. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Can Atlanta City at least get a goal before they make the 2+ hour journey back home up to Atlanta? as this has not gone their way this afternoon. That ball will be knocked out. It'll be another throw for Atlanta City. Goes down, foul committed. Well, no. That will be a throw for, will it be a throw? No. I thought it would have been a foul for City. The AR motioned the opposite direction. It is a foul for Atlanta City here, almost on the touchline. Put into play. And really, the beginning of the end of this match for Atlanta City has to go back to that penalty take that Kasongo was not able to convert. They were really the aggressors the entire first half. Really did not allow FC Columbus Elite to have any chance towards a goal attempt throughout that first 45 minutes, and owned most of the early second half. Had that penalty attempt, was not able to commit it. And then Mendez opening the score in the 70th minute, and it's pretty much the end of the day for Atlanta City. They have not really had anything to return, and then allow second goal from Salazar. And that is the end of the day as it speaks. Perez will come out, just see that ball out. Goal kick. Just about a little over halfway through stoppage time. Perez will get us back underway. Again, another attempt forward. Ball into the box, headed away. Out for a goal kick. That header attempt by City just not properly angled off the mark. Out for the goal kick. He feels that it was the Columbus Elite man who made contact with it, and it should be a corner. And he's going to win it because they're calling for the corner. No foul is called. Enraged the Columbus Elite man. Bouncing through over to the far side. Shot up and over the bar. Out. Goal kick. Cleared out. Only seconds remain in this match. Nice ball. Finds its way to City, or takes the shot. Save. It was a nice ball that found its way to the Columbus Elite man. But the City keeper coming through. Perez goes down, trying to burn off every second he can. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We conclude this first match of our doubleheader here at Odis Spencer Stadium. FC Columbus Elite will come away with the 2-0 victory over Atlanta City FC. Great job for FC Columbus Elite. Get the 2-0 victory at home On April 11th, they will be on the road to Columbus Knights Eagles over at Russell County High School for their next action in the Division I conference. Atlanta City, they will be on the road again, this time to Albion SC, Atlanta's U23s, over in Mount Carmel Park. That match will be on April 18th. So we will step away. We also, don't forget, next week, you have Easter. So that's why you have that week off. That'll conclude it for the beginning of our doubleheader. We'll be back here in a few minutes for the FC Columbus Elite versus LSA Norcross Pro in the Premier Division. That'll do it for us here in Division 1. It ends FC Columbus Elite 2, Atlanta City FC 0.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.